All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. See how many people pop in just out of the blue. Had it going a minute ago. Had to step out and take care of some business. You know how that goes. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. If you guys in the chat box can tell me, I'm using my webcam tonight, so the video quality kind of sucks. Um, but if you can tell me how the audio is in the chat, that would be great. I'd appreciate you very much, a lot. So come on in on a little Monday late night talk, if you will. I'm bored, so I thought, what the hell, we'll get on here and talk to some people. Is my chat working? Usually by now somebody said, hello, kiss my ass, go to hell, you fat, ugly, toothless bastard, or something. There we go. Okay, what's up, Garrett, Hound Dog, Maltz, Ryan, another Ryan? Thoughts on number one Duke? They won't be number one next week, General. You tell them, Garrett. You tell them about it. Garrett has a show, a radio show, and he can tell you all about it. What's up, Austin? Everybody say that shit. I hate it, but that's the only way to get that message out there. I'll try not to be too over redundant about it. Get it over redundant. Yeah, basketball, Ryan. That's that thing they use with a soccer ball, an orange soccer ball that we have pretty much lately been kicking Florida's ass in. It's the only way I really know how to describe it. That's what Tennessee is now. They're a basketball school until Jeremy Pruitt gets it turned around, of course. Yeah, I agree, Man of Steel. There's no point in even being number one right now. Talk to me late February when the seeds are on the line. That was great, James. Of course, the Florida fans making a big deal about the chomp, but it's like Rick Barnes said, he wasn't out there an hour before the game when the Florida students, I'm sure were talking shit, which is what you're supposed to do as a college student. Am I right? Of course I'm right. Not bad, huh, Hound Dog? We have been a women's basketball. We're not anymore, Maltz. 3 game losing streak for the chick basketballers right now. Was Philip Fulmer at the helm or the athletic department? The football team's not far behind. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I don't get that question. That's part of it, General. Students are going to talk shit. I hope ours talk shit to them when they come back up here. Uh, I'm not a big fan of the FU Florida chants at Neyland Stadium. I probably would have been when I was in college. When I was in college for the whole semester I was in college. I think you got to draw a line. Hey, it's college. You talk shit to the other kids. That's what you do. Yeah, I hear you, Ryan. We're allowed to talk shit too. We let Florida come up here last September and kick us around in our stadium in football. And I had to sit through that shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't read that. I don't get on here and read news like that as much as I used to. I guess I'm gonna have to start if I'm gonna be doing more of these live streams. But that's why I got you guys. I get on here and just have you guys tell me what's what, right? That way I don't have to look it up. I can be lazy. I don't have a problem with it. What Rick Barnes said he wished they wouldn't do it, but he didn't say he had a problem with it. I mean, like he said, he wasn't there. Yeah, forget who Alabama lost to this weekend, but they lost to somebody in basketball. And I think that team they have in Tuscaloosa that plays with the oblong brown ball with the white stripe around half of it, I think they may have lost a game here recently in football, but I'm not sure. Somebody can correct me on that. You know, I'm not here to talk shit about Alabama. That's not what I do. Uh, it's not my style to talk shit about Alabama or Florida. You guys know me. I'm all about the love here. Yeah, I know Herbert, and I'm okay with that. We're gonna lose. Tennessee's gonna lose here sooner or later. In fact, we'll probably lose more than 2 games in the SEC is my prediction. As long as we lose them before tournament time starts. A 55% chance to win out. I don't know about all that. I don't know how they concoct all of these silly odds. Michael, Holly's in trouble. She's been in trouble for a while now. Uh, if they do fire Holly after this year, they need to get somebody young and fresh, but somebody with a track record. Um, Nobody's competing with Gino till he leaves anyway. It's kind of like Nick and Dabo. Nobody can compete with those two guys right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What do you guys think about Holly? I mean, I know what most Tennessee fans think. They're tired of her and ready for her to go. Because guess what? She's not Pat Summitt. Guess what? No one is. What's up, Samuel? For people on here that do YouTube videos, I got to notice, probably you guys did too, that after January 31st, you can no longer, I guess, Twitter and Facebook will no longer automatically show your YouTube shit per se. I'm probably not saying that right, but basically, if you do YouTube videos and if you upload one and you have it set up that way, like I do, Twitter will automatically tweet it out. Um, so after January 31st, they're no longer doing that. I guess that means we'll have to do it ourselves. Nah, Garrett, YouTube's never going to die. It's just changing gears right now. That's all. Too many people out there are changing to live streams. KP, you got to go with Michigan right now since they're ahead of us anyway and they're undefeated. What kind of connection, Hound Dog? Like a shit connection? Yeah, there you go, Man of Steel. YouTube is alive more than ever, right? Some YouTube channels are dying, like this one, My channel's been dying for a couple of years now. I just haven't been putting the effort into it, but I'm trying to change that. I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm not ready to quit now. I don't know, malts. If it's going to be like the XFL, it might be kind of fun, kind of funny, but nobody's ever going to take a professional football league seriously outside of the NFL. I mean, look at the CFL. Canadian football's been around forever, and we still don't take it seriously. And not here in America. They may take it serious up there in the Yukon, and there's some good football up there. It's a good farm league for the NFL. Just ask Warren Moon and Doug Flutie. They made a pretty good living in the CFL before they came back, before the NFL got wise and put them to work down here. Oh, go Gators 5. Get out of here with that mess. That thing y'all did was dumb. Oh, beating you guys? Yeah, I guess you probably did consider that dumb. Oh, you mean this? Because Florida sure would never gator chomp anybody. I know it's your thing. I know it's your thing. It's just something that people are making a big deal out of because it's not football something and they need something to make a big deal about. And that UAB is beating Tennessee and what? Um, I don't know, KP. We supposedly have a quarterback now, so you know we'll see. I don't really have an opinion on that right now. By the way, I guess you all Tennessee fans know Jawan Jennings is coming back for his senior year, which is good. Maybe he'll actually get to catch some football. What are you telling us, hands down, Garrett? I missed that. I'd say more than two, Ryan. No one's scared of any of our receivers right now. Our quarterback can't stay upright long enough to throw him the damn ball. Maybe that'll change next year, if Trey is healthy, if he's able to come back, and then if these freshmen are worth a shit. Yeah, vodka, this targeting shit's kind of out of control. Uh, I definitely don't think that they should be tossed out of the game with the first targeting. Maybe on the second one. Um, but the rules have been the judgment of it's been all over the place. It's crazy what they're calling targeting and what they don't call targeting this year. Drive you mad. Hey, look, the SEC East in football, regardless of what's happened in the last few years, is always going to be Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. Right now, the order is Georgia, Florida, Tennessee. Um, we'll be back. I'm not saying we're going to be back to winning the SEC East next year, but at some fucking point, we're going to be back to winning this damn thing. It's just the natural way of order. Kind of like the caveman days. Men see woman, men like woman, men thump woman on the head and drag her back to cave. Tennessee see football, Tennessee like football, Tennessee knock Gator and Bulldog over the head and take championship back to the cave. Just don't know when. I guess I'm going to have to get more up to date on recruiting. First Tennessee game. Somebody asked me this last night. First Tennessee game I ever attended was 1980 Pittsburgh, Tennessee at Neyland Stadium. They kicked our ass 30-6. First college football game I ever attended was the year before that, 79 Ohio State and Iowa in the shoe. And my stepdad took me to that. He said, "Hey, if you like it, if you enjoy it, next year I'll take you to a Tennessee game." I liked it. He took me. I had a great time. And ever since then, I've been to at least one football game every year since 1980, save for maybe 1 or 2 years when I had back trouble and couldn't get out of the house for a while there. Go Gators 5. What did Admiral do? Oh, when he nailed that three to put the game out of reach for you guys, that was kind of rude. Was kind of rude for him to come into your guys' house and get some horseshit fouls called on him and have to sit down for a long time and then come in cold and nail a 3-pointer to pretty much end the game. That was rude. I'm going to agree with you, man. That's one thing I'm going to agree with you, Mr. Gator. That was rude. Can't deny that. You would think so, vodka. That would be the natural thought process there, but we really don't know what kind of recruiting they're going to do. You know, these guys may be better recruiters now that Urban's gone. I can't see that happening. I mean, one thing Urban was, besides a whiny bitch ass secret keeping fake heart attack having cocksucker, was he was a good recruiter. And we'll see if he continues that trend wherever he coaches next, because we all know he's not done coaching. Yeah, I'd say you guys are trying to put the DeBose years behind you, Crunk Man. Do I think Williams stays for his senior year? Are you talking to me, Michael, or are you talking to somebody in the chat? Chuck Webb was badass. What's up, Falcons Fury? Ray Bohannon. Thoughts on Florida this coming year in football, this current year in basketball, or this past year in football? Specifics, Falcons. Specifics, my man. Uh, uh, Forgive my ignorance, Michael. Who are you talking about when you say Williams? What's up, cat dog? Trying to keep up with the chats here. It's moving kind of fast. That's that's kind of idiotic that way. That way says Tennessee will never win a national championship because they can't get past Georgia or Florida in the East. That's equivalent to me saying Georgia will never win a national championship because they can't get past Alabama. At some point, Georgia's going to get past Alabama. At some point, Georgia is going to stop choking with these great teams they've got and get over the hump. I don't like it, but I'll give you my thoughts, Falcons Fury, on all of the above. I was shocked this year. Not shocked. I was surprised at what Mullins was able to do at Florida. I don't think anybody saw that coming. I think they will be on point or better. I love Casey Clausen, vodka drinker. Uh, they will be as good or better next year in football because Mullins is the real deal, and I think he will get a national championship before Kirby does at Georgia. And Florida basketball, you guys played a hell of a game the other day, and we were lucky to come out of there with a win, straight up. But we did. Yeah, no doubt, Maltz. Clausen got a bad rap. And a lot of people here didn't like him because he was the California golden boy with the spiked hair and the attitude. All the dude did was win games. That'd be something, wouldn't it, Cattle Dog? What's up, Squid Tard? Maybe this past year, Ryan, we're not losing to UAB this coming year. No way. What's up, Goose? You new guys that are popping in, don't forget to do what you have to do. You got to punch that like button. Give me a thumbs up or down. Prefer up my ass instead of down my ass with the thumbs down. You know, I don't want a thumb literally up my ass, but you know how it goes. Who is my most hated team in the SEC? I think everybody should know by now that that's Alabama, hands down. With Florida running second and Georgia a narrow third behind Georgia. 2020, there you go.
Well, LSU Scooter, I didn't think hiring Coach O was a good idea down there in Baton Rouge, but they done it, and he's done an okay job so far. But I just don't think LSU's ever going to go anywhere as long as they got Coach O down there. Building relationships is what recruiting's all about. I like to lie. I like to lie a lot. I like to lie to kids down here and like to teach them how to lose. Go Tigers.
Yeah, you're in different territory here, Cattle Dog. Damn it.
Go Tigers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Gabriel. Ryan. Florida will catch an ass whooping in 2020. Watch and see. I hope they catch one next year. Be nice to go down there. Nah, Gabriel, you didn't miss anything. You missed hitting that like button when you popped in. Is that annoying? I find that annoying sometimes when other people do it. But I guess that's what you got to do in here. Dan Mullen can start recruiting a little better. Kirby will lose his chance at national title. Dan Mullen is a great QB developer and play caller. Dan Mullen proved his worth at Mississippi State. It should be a lot easier for him in Gainesville. Obviously, understatement of the century. Let's see. Y'all were never a dynasty like every Tennessee fan thinks. Now, Tennessee hasn't had a dynasty in my lifetime. We blew a good damn chance at one in the 90s. Uh, you know, Johnny Majors had a lot of teams that probably could have and maybe should have won national championships, but they didn't. And after Fulmer stabbed him in the back and took his job, he proved that he was the man to get the job done. But Fulmer missed out on a couple of national championships too. So we had a damn good shot at our chance at a destiny or a dynasty in the 90s, and we blew it. I would say Falcons that he was at Mississippi State. That was his big problem. Give him the same amount of time at Florida, and he will not have a losing record against ranked teams. I would bet money on that. That's true, Squid Tard. Right now, the only teams in my lifetime that I could say had dynasties: Alabama, obviously, Nebraska, maybe Oklahoma. Um, no, tell me about it, General. Oklahoma, Nebraska. You young guys obviously don't remember the Oklahoma, Nebraska days. Miami, um, and Clemson could be working on one. Could be. I say could be just because the competition is so tough right now. Nationwide. USC. I think USC had a shot at one, kind of like we did. Hey, Scooter, make fun of us, man. When have I made fun of LSU anyway? I'm making fun of Orgeron. Coach O. Hey, it's LSU's fault Tennessee sucks now anyway. Just ask any Tennessee fan that was alive back when this all started. LSU put the voodoo mojo curse on us in 2001, and that was all she wrote, man. We have not recovered. Kenny Collins, Clemson not win a national championship in 2019. Well, I could be technical, Kenny, and say they just did, but I know what you mean for the season of 2019. Hey, why not? Favorite team from the SEC West, Hound Dog. Um, if I woke up tomorrow and the SEC East no longer existed and Tennessee no longer existed, I guess I would just have to give up college sports because I couldn't see myself pulling for anybody from the West. Certainly not Alabama, uh, not Auburn. There's just nobody over there worth a shit that I give a shit about that I would even consider pulling for. You talking? You got to be talking about basketball, Booker. Yeah, there you go. Tennessee owns Auburn. Well, this year, not happening, Grace. Nick Saban does love me, as a matter of fact, Kenny. That's a fact. I know that to be an absolute fact. Nick Saban watches BVD TV. He might not be watching it right now, but he definitely watches my videos. Believe it. Wish there was a way your balls could be good and my Gators could beat them every year. I want to see a true fan like you happy. If my balls were good and you beat us every year, I would not be happy. Yeah, I did. General. I saw it. Yes, they are that way. Going for that three-peat next year. Dookie drop. Scooter, I really don't have a whole lot against LSU, to be honest. LSU is, I mean, they haven't been a real threat to Tennessee until recently. I mean, when you go back to 2001, before that, we owned LSU. And I mean, it's just a fact. Our record against them was 1,000,000,000 to 1. Might as well have been. And the whole Matt Mock, whatever the fuck his first name was it Matt Mock? Anyway, the kid coming in to replace Rohan Davey, that was just brutal for us. What what region, Maltz? 4A is. We got a good chance of winning 4A again next year because I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be any tougher than it was this year. 6A, it's always Maryville's always going to be in the hunt. 3A is always Alcoa is always going to be in the hunt. 5A, Fulton, Catholic are always going to be in the hunt. 1A and 2A, I don't know much about. Yeah, isn't that sad, vodka? All right, General. Guess it is getting up there. Yeah, from around here, Ryan. Maryville, Farragut, Oak Ridge. Oh, wait a minute. Oak Ridge is 5A. Gabriel, I am a St. Louis Cardinals baseball fan, but to be honest, could give a shit less about Major League Baseball right now. It's just boring to me. Oh, they're going to jump in the top 10, Fury. It's just a matter of time. This year, I mean, what's Florida's recruiting class for this season rated right now? And I really now out of all eras is the time that I should be into recruiting because now is when you can get the most information about it. But I just don't get into it because there's so many other people that get into it that can give me the information like you guys. I don't need to look up any recruiting because all I got to do is get on here and ask you guys, and you guys know it. Especially you young guys. You young guys are all over recruiting. I had it over here a while ago, but recruiting in my day, growing up, and Gate City Blue Devil knows this, and probably Hoss is old enough. I know Cattle Dog's old enough. The internet when I was growing up was whatever your local newspaper was, and I've actually still got some old newspaper clippings from the '80s when I lived up in Ohio, and that was my internet. I'd wake up on Sunday morning and read the newspaper to see who won and what the rankings were going to be Monday. And now, shit, with Twitter, it's a race to see who gets that information out there first. Yeah, is that Maltz or Matt? I keep calling you Maltz, and that's Matt's. I'm sorry, Matt's. My vision sucks. I need new glasses. I bet you guys miss Kane Ballard for sure. Columbus, Gabriel. Worthington, actually, just north of Columbus. The little village of Worthington. Murphy Fair is still the man, supposedly. Uh, Vodka. Him and his hat. That's a great question, that way. That is a great question. I know Blaine Ferguson wants to be the starting quarterback next year. And, you know, we'll see. He'll have some competition. I know that. It's just not going to be given to him. Yeah, you too, Squid Tard. Take care, brother. Always good to see you. That's the $64 million question, Jim. Is Kane Ballard staying or leaving? I'm like everybody else, man. I'm waiting to hear the news. I would love I would love to be the first person to get to break that news on Kane Ballard, but it's not going to happen. So I will be sitting back waiting like everyone else. I do know this, Matt. He may come back home to Ray County someday, but it's not going to be to coach. Not as long as he's married to the lady he's married to now. She's a Greene County girl. And we all know woman say, man do, or man be divorced quickly. Thanks, Gabriel. You too, man. Thanks for stopping in. Always come see us. Hound dog, man, that's another big question. I'd be happy with one. What a miss. What a miss. What a miss. What a miss. Herbert, take care. Thanks for stopping in. That's another good question. What up, LT? Law Tide in the house. You guys, unless you've been living under a rock, know who Law Tide is. If you don't, go hit him up. And that's the $64,000 other question that way. Who will replace Ballard if and when he leaves? I have my opinion on who I think will be the next coach, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know who's watching this and I don't know who's going to be watching this after it's over. So I'm just going to wait like everybody else. No, I'll say it. I'll go ahead and say it. I hope Butch Jones is coaching Greenville after Kane Ballard leaves. Not. I wouldn't even take him to coach my high school team. Well, that's uh that's a definite possibility, Moti. I don't know. I don't know as much as people think I know about the Greenville program. In fact, I don't know really anything. But I don't think Niswanger has his hands in this program as much as he used to. I think that's mostly just a county thing. Everybody in the county thinks that Niswanger is, you know, throwing all the money this way. There's a lot of great supporters of this program that are not Scott Niswanger. You know, Marsh, um, shit, Everhart Transportation, one of the biggest boosters. and someone that I'm hoping to get on here soon as a sponsor for this. In fact, it's kind of in the works right now. Um, so you guys will probably be seeing the ETI logo on here pretty soon. Do you believe that top recruits would rather go to top 5 programs and coast to the draft rather than go to another program and make it better? That's a good question, Scooter. Um, See if Fury, good talking to you, man. Great talking to you. That's a damn good question, Scooter. I'm gonna I'm gonna give the political answer on that one and say it depends on the recruit. I think some of these kids out here they want to go what's going to get them into the money league the quickest and easiest, and I think there's some kids that are still old school and believe in going and helping a team get better. There's some out there, maybe even that believe in both. I hope some of those are coming to UT. Some people that want to help the program get back to prominence and make that money. Um, we'll see. I think Alabama's got 7 kids now this year that are going to be draft eligible. Can you, Law Tide or Haas, correct me on that if I'm wrong? Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. I do think it would be someone on the staff. Personal opinion. I think it would be someone currently on the staff. Um, and again, I'm not inside the program enough to know any of this information. I'm just totally guessing. I don't want anybody watching this or that will watch this to get the wrong idea. That's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion is if it's not someone on the current staff and they bring in someone from outside, I think it will break this staff up. That's just my opinion. Could be totally wrong. We'll see. I can't wait to find out. Hopefully, it's Ballard coming back and the staff stays the same and we win another championship this year, and then we have to go through all these questions again next year. Tiptoes, Tiptons, you mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been a long time since I've eaten at Tipton's, but I'll be honest with you, man. Every restaurant around here now is just doesn't do anything for me. I'm over everything around here. Everything's so friggin' high. That's the rumors. The talk today on the sports radio that I listen to a little bit is that Butch is not gone to Maryland just yet. Russ, that's what a lot of people think. They think because Cade's gone, Kane will follow. Yeah, I could dig some T's Diner right about now, LT. Saban loves the Bean Barn. Everybody loves the Bean Barn. Here's a rumor for you. Rumor is the Bean Barn's closing June the 1st. I hope that's not true. I'm hoping, Ryan, that it's the Chiefs and the Saints. Damn it. Cannot get these stupid pop ups to stop. And yes, I've got a pop up blocker. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Eric get a ring, even though he hasn't contributed a lot here lately. But if he never plays another damn down for the Chiefs, he deserves a ring. I agree that way. You're not going to tell me who you are you, that way? You're obviously someone local. And that's okay. You don't have to. I don't blame you if you don't want to tell me who you are. Because I'm not going to tell you who I am. Nobody on here knows my real identity, so I'm going to keep that under wraps. Everybody thinks my name is Keith and I live in Greenville, Tennessee, but I've got everybody's ass fooled. Yeah, I need to move over so people can see it. Don't forget to like. If you haven't hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I need to catch Uncle Lou, and that's never happening. Uncle Lou has done run off and left us, hadn't he, LT? I'll say this about Uncle Lou. He has put in the damn work. YouTube is a job for that man right now. And he puts the work in. Somebody else that's putting the work in right now, and that's Volunteer Roadshow. For somebody that's on the road literally every day of his life and driving, he's putting in work. It's hard damn work, ain't it, LT? For us guys that have been doing this shit for 10 years, it's hard to keep the motivation going. I need the love from my boys on here to help keep me excited and wanting to move forward. It's a young man's game. Just like everything else in this world, it's a young man's game. LT needs to get on that live stream train. Yeah, Ryan, that's my mojo, man. My mojo is being pissed off and yelling and throwing shit, and that's what I think YouTube still wants. Um, thank you there, Flint. Anger will never get old. Uh, People will never get tired of seeing people get pissed off and break shit. Just like that weird new show, Dr. Pimple Popper. There's a faction of us weirdos out there that just have some weird ass gene gone wrong in their body that thinks it's funny to watch someone else squeeze some nasty shit out of another human being. That's true, Ryan. And I'm good at both. I'm good at being angry, and I'm definitely good at being an idiot. What's up, John Brooks? Everybody support John. Go subscribe his channel. Show him some love. Who's your program that way? Anytime, John. You've been a big supporter of mine. Always happy to return the favor. Are you that way? Are you a Anderson County guy, Bolton guy, or just a random high school fan from Knoxville? Thank you, Russ. Yeah, for people like me and Lawtide that have been doing this shit since not day one, but pretty much since day one. When you've been into it this long, it's hard, man. It's hard to keep people coming back because there's so many other new people out there. And although Uncle Lou is not new, um, his recent success is new. And thank you, John. His recent success on here is new, so he's obviously drawing in a lot of new people, which helps all of us. A lot of people don't know this, but Uncle Lou was a discovery, I believe, of Law Tides. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that, LT, but I think Law Tides the one that dragged Uncle Lou kicking and screaming Yes, daughter. Okay. Um, that'll work. All right. Love you. Bye. Oh, the joys of having an 18-year-old daughter. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but I'd wish that on everybody. Uh, Time out for a text to the roommate. Kim and Kayla will be picking you up. They are in Kim's ugly ass Alabama car. There we go. Alright, where are we at here? Feinbaum made Lou. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Vodka, and say Lou made Lou. He's put a lot of hard work into that. And I missed my damn boat several years ago. I had a chance to be on Feinbaum's show and I turned it down. Um, Wish I'd never done that. Wish I'd have capitalized on the Lane Kiffin shit, but I didn't. So it is what it is. And that's what it is. Need to, I don't know. Um, Leave me a comment down here, LT. I need to make you a mod, even though I don't think you give a shit about that stuff. Need to make. There we go. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't know any better. But you live and you learn, right? That way, I'm going to say the percentage of Ballard leaving is 75% gone, 25% coming back. And that is just a complete wild guess. Joe Brummel, correct you are, but stay tuned. I've got a doctor's appointment Wednesday, and I'm going to try Chantix. As long as my insurance will pay for it, I'm going to try it. I've been scared of that shit for years because my roommate tried it several years ago and it made him crazy, made him suicidal. And I already take a pile of medicine every day, so I don't know what it's going to do to me. Hopefully, it's going to help me quit because I need to quit. I mean, really need to quit. Yeah, it has been LT. The one thing that I don't see Uncle Lou doing, and are you a tech here in Greenville, Michael? I'm going to guess you are. Um, One thing Uncle Lou hasn't had the privilege of that we have, LT, is meeting and hanging out with a bunch of cool people. I know he's met a lot of people on here, but of course, he may not value that like we do. You may not value it like I do. Man, the biggest thing I've enjoyed about YouTube over the years is meeting all the kick-ass people that I've met and getting to know them in person, like you, meeting Hoss, ACP Carter, Gator Boo, even Augusta Gator's asshole self. I'd like to punch him right in the damn teeth some days, but I keep hanging in there with him. I keep holding on to faith that Augusta Gator's a good guy and just playing the role of an asshole. Ryan, take care, man. Bad luck to your basketball Gators the rest of the year. No, I don't that way. I know we're not playing Dobbins Bennett next year. They backed out on us, pussies. Um, so I don't know yet. I know we'll be really good again next year, and have probably a better than good chance of winning state again. because Haywood loses a shitload of people like we do, but I don't think they have the backups that we have. You could see that in the championship game, because we got a lot of kids that will start next year that played a lot of football this year. I hate to say it, um, Greenville's kind of the Alabama of high school football on this end of the state. That's going to end someday, just like Alabama's run, damn it, is going to end someday. We will be run first always that way. Greenville's always, we will run first this year. Lawtide got to see Greenville play this past year. He found out they were the real deal. This year so far, four um, seniors, that is, and then we've got probably another 3 or 4 juniors that will sign D1. And I'm not talking Power 5 either. I mean just D1. You know, we got a senior that Tennessee Tech got on him late, so he's going to get to go there. Man, I love those boys. I don't care if they get an opportunity to play football at Belmont or Bethel, you know, wherever. A free education and getting to play football more, I'm all for it. Thank you, Russ. I do put a lot into it. And hopefully, they may be paying off. I didn't hear from the guy today, but full disclosure, I went to a Greenville game Friday night, and the editor of the Greenville Sun came up to me, the sports editor, and said he wants to put me to work making videos, and he's supposed to be getting in touch with me this week. So keep your fingers crossed that happens. I don't know how much I got left in me as far as being able to work, but that's something I can obviously still do that's not very physically demanding, and I could use the opportunity for sure. Thanks. Appreciate that, Russ. I've worked hard, man, on these damn Greenville videos. I'm not gonna lie. I've worked hard on them. And yes, I admit, and I know that my Tennessee videos have suffered because of it. Vodka, I don't have his number. I gave him my number that night, and I have my reasons for not wanting to bug the shit out of him. I know normally, I tell my daughter all the time when she's applied for a job, don't wait on them. So you're right. You've got the right idea. Oh, who knows, Hound Dog? I am Gate City. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna wait this week and see what happens. See if he calls. Um, and we'll go from there. I mean, it's not. We're not talking about a lot of money here. It's a per video thing. But hey, take care, LT. It's a per video thing, so we'll see. Any extra flow is good. That's cool, Shane. I'm glad to see you're still in here, Hoss. How's the little uns? I do appreciate everybody stopping by tonight, as always. Yes, sir, Matt. Appreciate it, my brother. Is that you talking to me there, Flint? I thought you had two. Later, Richard. I probably, uh, Michael, I probably will. Okay, I thought that's what you were talking about. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know why. That's awesome too, by the way, Hoss. Congratulations, man. I love you guys. You two are two of the most genuine people I've ever met, and that weekend, that's a memory I'll keep with me forever, man. Had a great time that weekend. The what was the contest we did years ago, where you and Daddy Tech were the two finalists? Man, that was the best shit ever. Yeah, that's right. And somebody out there has to have a downloaded copy of the video I made. I don't know about the Promised Land, Jeff, but I think he'll help us. Um, Somebody out there has to have a downloaded copy of the music video I made way back in '09, by the Van Zant song. Can't Help Myself, the one where I was in the church and I had the gun and was acting like I was eating a handful of pills. I deleted that video years ago when I started monetizing because it got a copyright strike and I didn't download it. And I wish I could find that damn video. That's the best video I've ever made. And I'd give anything to have a copy of it. If anybody out there, by some weird off the wall chance, I thought Augustigator would have it because he's got all those old downloaded videos, but even he didn't have it. How'd you do, Scooter? I hope you won. Finished second. I once entered a biggest pecker contest, Scooter. I finished last. I was the only entrant. It's pretty bad when you enter a biggest pecker contest and you're the only one that enters and you still finish last. Hound dog, they're all long. I don't know, Jeff. It would have been nice to have had Pittman back. Um, Everybody seemed to like him. Hoss, you and Gate City Blue Devil need to hook up on some music. Hoss may be the most unlikely metalhead I've ever met in my life. I know you've heard of him, Hoss, but have you ever listened to Volbeat? Oh, I don't know about that vodka. Hey, it goes faster and faster, Hound Dog, the older you get. God, man, hard to believe that's been 20 years since we won. Scooter, have a good one, my brother. Appreciate it. It's not crazy. It's all about the love, right? I'm not an SEC homer, but I have respect for every SEC fan. Hell, I got all the respect for all college football fans. It's just I don't think the passion's the same everywhere else that it is in the SEC. Just my opinion, coming from an old school SEC guy. But it is getting late. We're knocking. No, we knocked down the 11 o'clock door. So I know a lot of you youngins have school, and a lot of you old guys have kids in school, and a lot of you guys just don't stay up all night like I do. So I thank you guys for joining the live stream. Gonna be seeing a lot more of these. Where are they gonna be, Hoss? I've seen Iron Maiden several times. Oh, okay. I'd like to see Kiss on their last tour one more time, but I know it's, you know, Paul Stanley's so bad now. Take care, Michael. You have a good night too, Ryan. But I got to see Kiss in their heyday, so I'm good with it. And Maiden in their heyday, so I've been lucky enough to see a lot of great metal bands in my lifetime. Great country bands too, country singers. Shit, I've been lucky to see a lot of great music live in my lifetime. So there you go. Hey, love you guys. Have a great damn night, Hoss. God bless you and your family. Gate City, same thing, my man. Nothing but love to all of you, Vodka, Hound Dog, all of you guys that come in here all the time. Appreciate it and love you much. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night when we whoop up on Arkansas. If I don't do a live stream tomorrow night, it's because I went to CR. Um, but more than likely, I'm going to do the game. So you guys have a great one. Go Vols.